start with Unit 4 in your blended material, Period 1, which is in Unit 7, Period 1 in the original book. And it is a text that is going to talk about dream jobs. First of all, can you tell me what do you mean by a dream job? What is a dream job? Yes, Yala, do you have an idea what is the difference between my job and my dream job? Yes, anyone else? What is a dream job? Yes, yeah. Hala, you can answer, please.
Dream job is the jobs that everyone dreams of getting them.
Again, please.
The jobs that everyone dreams to get them.
Very good. Yani, it is the job that you dream or you hope to have in the future, to get in the future. So it is not an actual job. You don't have it till now. تمام؟ طيب. In this text, we are going to talk about the top dream jobs in the UK. How do people, there was a survey يعني دراسة, in which they asked people about their dream jobs, and they talked about this text about some of the top 10 jobs there. Let's start reading. Manuela, you are unmuted. Start reading the first paragraph, please, from this article that talks about dream jobs.
A survey of 3,000 workers in the UK has revealed that top 10 dream jobs. Being dream jobs, a certain amount of fantasy is involved. But what is the reality behind the dream? We asked some professionals what doing these jobs was really like. Airline
pilots. Let's stop here. يعني a paragraph in each time. Thank you, Yahana. As we said, this article is written after a survey about dream jobs for people in the UK. They asked 3,000 people about what were their dream jobs, and they gave several ones. The top 10 were some of the ones that we are going to mention here in this text. Now, being dream jobs, a certain amount of fantasy is involved. And when you dream about a job that you will get in the future, you will have some fantasy. Fantasy يعني خيال. Unreality will be there. Now, in this text, they are going to reveal what is behind these jobs. What are these jobs in reality, the top dream jobs? يعني, how do I think about the job is different from what the job is actually. So, this is what we are going to discuss here. Now, 3,000, line 1 refers to 3,000. Yes, Yahala.
The number of workers in the UK that the survey asked.
Very good. The number of workers in the UK that the survey asked, or that were asked by the survey. طيب. We line 4 refers to. Yes, Yahala, again, please.
The organizers of the survey.
Excellent. The organizers of the survey. That's right. Thank you. These jobs اللي هم what jobs? These jobs.
Dream jobs.
Some dream jobs. The top 10 dream jobs in the UK, if you want to be accurate. Because they asked some professionals what doing these jobs was really like. As we said, there is a difference between how do I think about the job and what is the reality of that job. I can know more about the real situation of the job from professionals, and this is what the survey organizers or the people who organized this article asked about. Let's read about the first dream job, top dream job in the UK for workers in the UK. Jamil, can you read, please?
Can you just a minute because the net is so bad.
No problem. If you can't, we can choose someone else, yeah, Jamil.
I'm with you. James
Yeah.
hatching. They didn't really make the first choice, did they? I am not sure my job is what people were thinking of. They probably wanted to be get a jet
Jet fighter
fighter
pilot.
jet fighter pilot. The work is in it actual
As exciting.
as exciting as people think. You don't see the world, just the inside of airport. There isn't much job
Security.
job security. Either they are lot of way you could lose your job. It such 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 me at the moment because I am young and single. But I wouldn't want to be still doing it in 10 years' time.
Thank you, ya Jamil. Thanks for your efforts. Now, the first top three dream job in the UK for people in the UK was to be an airline pilot. Tayyar. This was the first choice for people. Now, what is the job of James Hutchins? Who is James Hutchins? Ya Hala, who is he?
He's a captain of a plane.
يعني he's an airline pilot. He's a real airline pilot. يعني he's someone who has the job. He's a professional. طيب, did James agree with people who choose to be or who chose to be airline pilots to have this job as the first one, the top one in the game? Did he agree with that?
No,
Did he like the
because he
idea?
thinks that people need to be a jet fighter pilot.
Pilots.
يعني
Jet fighter
طيارين
pilots
حربيين
يعني
مش انهم يكونوا طيارين مدنيين.
طيران حربي, something like that, Now they wanted, or he wanted to say that this is not the job that as you think. Yani he didn't agree with people who likes this job to be their first dream job. But why? What are the disadvantages or the negative sides of being an airline pilot? You have 3 points. What are the disadvantages? Disadvantages يعني negative sides of being an airline pilot. Number 1, ya Jamil, please.
Because he can lose him job in any time, and
يعني
he
إيه
haven't
there
a
is
job.
يعني number 1 ايش هي يا جميل? There isn't much job security. You can lose your
job
job anytime.
security.
Thank you. Let's
And there are
stop
lots
with
of
you and hear
way
someone
for
else. Thank you, ya Jamil. Stop here,
Thank you.
please, to discuss this point, please. There isn't much security, job security, and you can lose your job at any time. At any point, they can fire you. Tamam? You are not with us anymore. Now the second disadvantage. Hala.
People don't see the world as they think, they just see the insides of airports.
Very good. يعني people, when they think to be airline pilots, they say we will go around the world, we'll see the whole world, but this is not the reality. The reality, they will only see the inside of the airports. The number 3. The third disadvantage. Yes, Jamil, can you give us the third disadvantage?
Can you repeat the question, please?
We said there are 3 disadvantages of being an airline pilot. You give me one of them. No, there isn't much job security. Hala gave us the other. No, you only see inside the airport. You cannot see the whole world. And what is the third disadvantage of being an airline pilot? The third disadvantage.
He say they are lost of way you could lose your job. Because
this is the same as, yeah, Jamil, this is the same as there isn't much job security. This is how, yani, you might be asked, what is job security? And you have a guarantee that you will stay in your job, but there isn't much job security in being an airline pilot. You can lose your job at any time. What is the third point, Yahala? Can you help us? The third disadvantage of being an airline pilot. He didn't mention it immediately. He talks about himself. To give you a hint.
The job doesn't suit who are not young or not single.
يعني the job is only suitable for young people and unmarried people. It is not suitable for people who are old or who are married. تمام؟ إذا if we want to you don't see the world, just the inside of the airport. This is number one. So the job isn't as exciting as you think. Number two, there isn't much job security. You can lose your job at any moment. Number three, it suits only people who are single and young. It is not suitable for old or married people. This is why will leave his job after 10 years from now. And within 10 years time, he will stop being an airline pilot. تمام؟ طيب, number or the first reference I want to ask you about is they, pronoun they, line 6. Line 7, sorry. They didn't really make this the first choice. They, yes, any one of you.
Miss, what a line? What the
line 7, the first line in paragraph 2, yeah, Jamil, that you have read.
The 3,000.
Maybe
yes, yes.
What
the people in the survey هو طبعا being an airline pilot was not chosen by the 3,000 people, but they refer to people who, let's say, participated in the survey, or people who chose their top dream jobs. Like this, line 8, to make this the first choice. Hala. This, what is this?
The job.
The job, which job?
Airline pilot.
Airline pilot, being an airline pilot. They refer to people who participated in the survey or were asked in the survey. I, me, my, all of these refers to
James Hatching.
Yes, that's right. Thank you. The work again refers to airline pilot. You refers to you. Line 11.
be a single and a young?
You don't see the word. Line 11, yeah, Jamil. You don't see the word. You عادة when you have a text refers to whom?
The
reader.
James
You always refer
Hanschen.
to the reader. You refer to the reader.
Yes, you say you, not I. I'm sorry.
You, yes. It طيب. It line 14. It suits me. يا هلا. It suits me.
The airline pilot job.
Yes, the airline pilot job. طيب 10 line 15. I wouldn't want to be still doing it in 10 years time. Hala, can you give us the answer? Then refer to
the future in this business, in this job.
Again, ya Jamil. Then refers to
He talk about him future in this job.
يعني, but can you be more accurate in your answer? Hala, what do you think?
The number of years that James will leave his job.
Very good, but you can say the period of time or the number of years after which James will stop being an airline pilot or will leave the job of an airline pilot. That's right. Thank you. Let's move to paragraph 3. Read ya Ibrahim, please. Ibrahim, read paragraph 3.
Teacher, what's the page of this paragraph?
In the original book, it is 68, but in the blended material is page 26. 26. The first page in unit 4 in your blended material.
Yes.
Have you found it?
Yes.
We reached paragraph 3, please. The TV and theater actor.
Come on.
Yeah.
TV and theater actor Jan Nicholson. There is nothing I'd rather do. The feeling you get is like got nothing else, and it's outweighs. The many negative likes, the pressure, and the stage fright, and the long periods without work. Unless you are a big star, you never know where the next job is going to come from.
So the second top dream job in the UK, it's not necessarily number 2, but the second one of the top 10 jobs that they talked about in the survey in the UK is a TV or theater actor. And here we have an actual or a real TV actor, which is Jane Nicholson. If I have this true-false statement according to what Ibrahim has read, Jane Nicholson doesn't like her job, true or false? And she wants to have another job. She's not satisfied.
False.
She's not satisfied with her job. Hala.
False.
False. How can you justify your answer? I mean, where is the statement in the text that tells you that what I said is false?
The feeling you get is like nothing else, and it outweighs the many negatives.
Very good. يعني there is nothing I'd rather do. يعني nothing I'd like to do more than being a TV or a theater actor. The feeling you get is like nothing else. يعني you will get a very fantastic feeling, and it is more important than the many negatives that this job has, which means there are negatives or disadvantages of being a TV and theater actor. What are they? Again, the negative sides or the disadvantages of being a TV and theater actor according to Jane Nicholson. Number 1, ya Jamil, what is the first negative side?
The negative is a pressure. Like the pressure.
Pressure اللي هو الضغط، ضغط العمل يعني. Yes, thank you. Number 2, Ibrahim.
The stage fright.
The stage fright is the number 2. Number 3, ya Hala.
Long periods without work.
Good. Long periods without work. So these are the 3 negative sides or disadvantages or drawbacks, whatever the word that you they used to ask you about. These are the negative ones or negative points when you talk about being a TV or a theater actor. The pressure of work, the long hours of the long periods without work, and you don't have you don't have money at that time, and also the stage fright. By the way, Tawjihi, all the highlighted words in the text are the new ones that are required in your exam, and you are going to be asked about them in the vocabulary section, though, so pay attention to them, and we will focus on them at the end of discussing this text. طيب, when can you get or can you guess that you will get a job very soon? You should be what? To guess that you will get a job very soon. Ibrahim.
When you are a big star.
When you are a big star, you will know when the next job or where the next job is going to come from. But when you are at the beginning of your steps in being a TV or a theater actor, you might never know where the next job is going to come from. That's right. Thank you. Let's have the references in this paragraph. طبعا I refers to يا هالة.
جان نيكلسون.
Jan Nicholson. You refers to يا جميل. You.
Repeat the question, please.
You line 21 refers to. هلا حكينا اليو لمين بترجع؟
You, the reader.
The reader, yes. You refers to the reader. And if you want to be more accurate in each paragraph, when you say you, it means people who want to be TV actors, people who want to be airline pilots. But if you say you is the reader, it's okay. طب it outweighs the many negatives. What is the pronoun it? Line 22 refers to. Ibrahim.
The theater actor. Being.
Again.
Being theater actor.
Being a theater actor. بكل, the feeling you get is like nothing else, and it outweighs the many negatives. So it refers to the feeling that you get when you are a TV and a theater actor. تمام? The feeling that you get of being a TV and a theater actor. تمام يا توجيهي? You again refers to the reader. Let's move to the third one of the top 3 dream jobs, which is pianist and singer. Can you read Ya Hala again, please? Hala, are you there? But Ibrahim, read, please. Ibrahim.
Pianist and singer Amina, I don't know what's Quraishi. Almost anyone can become a musician, but the trick is to make a living from it. I mean, there are good singer, and there are successful singer, but they are 3 different things. For most of us, it's life of late nights, long hours practicing, and traveling from place to place, being paid just enough to put food on the table. The majority of the professional musicians need other incomes, usually from teaching.
Thank you. Let's stop here about this job, which is pianist and singers, which is in general the musician, to be a musician. And now here the pianist and singer, which is Amina Quraishi, is talking about this job. But Does she say that this is a fantastic job that you can get a lot of money from doing it? Aya Hala, what do you think? Is it a job? I mean, the musician, is it a job that you can get a lot of money from it and will be a very rich person?
No.
No, it is. يعني the trick is to make a living from it. يعني at least you can make a living from it. You can get the necessities that you need in your life. طيب, do all people who work in this field, I mean in music and singing, do they have the same level of success? Do they have the same level of success? يا جميل?
No, there are three
No.
levels. They have
There are
three
three
levels.
levels. Good. اللي هن
A good singer and
successful singers. طبعا في عندنا
successful singer.
singers, merely singers, then good singers which are better, and then the top we have successful singers. تمام? So these are three different things. Not all singers are the same. Not all of them are successful. طيب, what are the disadvantages that Amina mentioned about being a singer or a musician? Yeah, Ibrahim. The disadvantages or the negatives.
Yes. The majority of a professional musician need other incomes, usually from teaching.
يعني you steps to the last point, but it's okay. The majority of musicians need other incomes, usually from teaching. يعني they don't get enough money for them to live. This is number one. Number two, Aya Hala.
It's a life of late nights.
Late nights, a life of late nights. They will sing and play music for the midnight or more. Jamil, what else? Yes, Ibrahim.
Yes, long hours practicing.
Long hours practicing, this is number two. And traveling from place to place, being paid just enough to put food on the table. Yani, with all this pressure, with all this tiredness, with all this hard work, I mean life of late nights, long hours practicing, and traveling from place to place, these are 3 points. They only paid just enough to put food on the table, just enough to have the necessities of life. Because of this, the majority of professional, pay attention, not only musicians, they are professional musicians. They need other incomes in order to live, live well. And they do this from teaching. They teach others how to play music. Tamam? So this is the job of being a musician, which was one of the top 10 dream jobs in the UK. As I mentioned at the beginning, there is a fantasy involved in the choice that people made about the top 10 jobs. And in this article, they are trying to reveal the reality of these jobs. They are not like you think. Now, line 32 refers to Yahala. Line 32, sorry.
From it?
Yes, from it, to make a living from it.
Oh. The job, musician and singer.
Yes, the job of being a musician or a singer. طيب. يا إبراهيم.
Amina.
Amina, good. طيب, they are three different things. They, line 34. Jamil.
The singer.
Not only singers. They are three different things. ايش هم الثري singers, good singers, and
The singer and the singer and this
singers is not a full answer يا جميل. You have to mention the three of them: singers, good singers, and successful singers. طيب us line 36 يا هلا. Again يا
teacher,
إبراهيم.
can I say the level of singers?
Even if you say the three levels of singers, you have to mention to make sure that you give the answer. Try to write them, yeah, Ibrahim. Huh?
Okay.
When you say that the three levels of singers, this means that you understand, but put them in your answer. This is better for you. Asya Hala, I think I asked Hala about this. For most of us,
Singers.
she's a singer. Yani, if you want to have a general answer, it's musicians. When you say musicians, you put all of them under the same umbrella. Musicians and singers, it's okay برضه. طب it's a life of light night. ايش الات؟ يا إبراهيم.
The job of singers, being
Yes,
singer.
the job of singers. Now we have. Yes, I think this is, or these are the referential pronouns in this paragraph. Let's move to the last paragraph. I want you, Yahala, if you can, read the last paragraph about charity workers or non-profit workers. Both are the same.
Charity worker Ben Harper. I can understand why this work comes so high in the list. It's the job satisfaction, isn't it? A lot of people. Satisfaction, isn't it? A lot of people probably feel they'd rather do something to help others than work for a company making money for someone else. But the thing is that for most charity workers, it's just an office job. Even non-profit organizations have to be run like businesses these days. The people at the top are paid well, but those lower down are often volunteers.
Yes, good. Now we have a charity worker who is Ben Harper. He said that he can understand why this work, who being a charity worker, comes so high in the list. By the way, if we return back to the list, charity workers or non-profit organizations get number 2 in the top 10. Yani after being an airline pilot, people chose to have a charity job. So this is why he said it comes so high in the list. It was number 2. Now, what was or how does Ben Harper explain that being a charity worker get a high level in the survey that asked about the dream jobs in the UK? How did he explain this? Hi, Ibrahim.
A lot of people probably feel they would rather do something to help others than work for a company making money for someone else.
يعني this is what he called job satisfaction. يعني I feel happy to do this job regardless of the money that I get from it. I don't think about my salary. I think how can I help people, and this is a job satisfaction. تمام. This is what people think about being a charity worker. You know, we can help others, and it's better for us than to work for a company and make money for someone else. And when you work for a company, you make money for the owners of that company. But when you work for a charity organization, your job is to help other people who are in need. This is what people or most people think about charity jobs or non-profit organizations. But the thing is that for most charity workers, it is not just an office job. Yani, it is not the reality that you only work to help other people. Even non-profit organizations have to be run like business these days. Yani, they get money from it. Even if they are non-profit organizations or charity organizations, people get money from them, but not the volunteers the lower volunteers who work like Ben Harbor, the money that is taken from charity organizations, it is for the people at the top of the organization. It is for the people who are the bosses, for example, of this organization, not for those lower down who are the volunteers. And the volunteers, they work without being paid money, but this organization gets money and it is for the top people in that organization. Clear? Right. I refers to Hala,
Ben Harbor.
Ben Harbor. This work, Ibrahim,
Charity worker.
charity workers in the list. Which list? The list. Can you decide what is the list that we are talking about? Aya Hala. Which list?
And the list of 3 workers who, I don't know.
Hala, again, we are talking about the result of a survey that asked 3,000 people in the UK about their dream jobs, and they got 10 top dream jobs. I will show you the list now. Now, the charity workers who work for non-profit organizations get number 2, as we said. So the list is the list of 10 top dream jobs in the UK. And this is the list. This was the list of the 10 top dream jobs in the UK. Sports trainer or coach, actor, journalist, working for a non-profit organization, musician or singer, photographer, writer, artist, pilot, and racing driver. By the way, we don't have the order of these top 10 jobs in the text itself, I mean in the magazine article, but we knew from the article that airline pilot was number 1, working for a non-profit organization is number 2, something like that. You will not be asked to order them, by the way, but this is the list. Yani, if they put a line under this expression, the list, you say the list of the top 10 dream jobs in the survey in the UK. Tamam? But isn't it line 48, isn't it? Aya Ibrahim.
Job satisfaction.
Job satisfaction. They, line 49. They'd rather do. They, Yahala.
People.
People mean which people?
Who choose to work for a non-profit organization.
يعني لما بقول a lot of people probably feel they'd rather do something to help other people or others, it means those people who chose or who likes to work for a non-profit organization. That's right. Thank you. Those that were down, those refers to Ibrahim, those
Volunteers.
those that were down are often volunteers. Those workers يعني. Those workers who work for a non-profit organization. تمام؟ أو people who work for a non-profit organization. اللي هم volunteers, they are not paid. The ones who are paid are people who are the top of that organization. In this way, we finish again. Yes.
It's referred to the people who are working the charity worker or volunteers.
No, those lower down are often volunteers. Those mean هم people. يعني كان بدي أقول people who work for a non-profit organization are often lower يعني lower down are often called volunteers. تمام؟
Yes.
تمام. In this way, we finish discussing the text. As I told you, the highlighted words are the new words that you need to know their meanings. So you can have a screenshot for them. And we are going to have a question about them now. I shared something in the activities of this team, the new words and some other new words that you need to know their meanings to help you understand the text. Just a moment. Again. I will try to share it again because I missed it here. So I will share it again. Yeah. You can have a screenshot for these words, يا توجيهي. They will help you understand the text in addition to the new words that are required for the vocabulary section. يعني they are not only the required words, there are other words that will help you understand the text. تمام? Let's move to the book itself and try to answer these questions. Choose the correct meaning for these words from the text, circle A or B. طبعا these 7 words are the required ones. These are the new words. Number 1, revealed. Is it repeated or shown? What do you think يا إبراهيم? Revealed. Shown يعني أظهر أو بين. Fantasy يا هالة. What does it mean?
Unreality.
Reality. اللي هو الخيال. Job security. إبراهيم please.
Being sure that you won't lose your job.
Won't lose your job. اللي هو الأمان الوظيفي. I will stay in my job. So the answer is B. Outweighs هالة.
Is more important than.
more important than يعني اللي هو له أهمية أكثر. stage fright. يا إبراهيم.
Feeling nervous before appearing in public.
Yes, اللي هو رهاب المسرح بنسميه. Feeling nervous before appearing in public. Make a living يا هلا.
Earn enough money to survive.
Earn enough money to survive, not to have luxuries. Only to survive. يعني have the necessities. Charity يا جميل.
Non-profit organization.
Profit organization. So these are the answers. You can have a screenshot for them. You have the circular words in addition to the meaning of these words in Arabic. If you like to get a screenshot for them. Tamam. Let's move to the second question, which is important. Read it, please, Ya Hala, to know what are we going to do with this question. Hala, are you there?
Decide whether the statements are true or false. Write the phrase or sentence from the text that help you decide.
Let's stop with the question, please. هلا عادة احنا بيكون عندنا decide whether each of the following statements is true or false according to the text. This is mostly the question and the comprehension part of the exam. But once they brought it in this way, in the same way, write the phrase or sentence from the text that help you decide. مرات بقول لي where is the sentence in the text that tells you that this statement is true, this statement is false. يعني مش بس اخذ true false توجيهي. بقول how do I decide انه this is true or false. So let's start with number 1. Read it يا إبراهيم and tell me whether it's true or false.
James is surprised that so many people want to be pilots. True. The reason he didn't really make this the first choice, did they?
يعني he disagreed with them. He was surprised. How did they make this their first choice? That's right. I will show you the answers after we finish. Let's move to number 2. I will assign true or false now. Hala.
Yes, Jane feels that her job is special. True. The
How do you
feeling
know?
you get is like nothing else.
I got the feeling that we get is not compared to anything else. Something like that. She said. Number 3, Ibrahim.
If you are a good enough singer, you will probably succeed in the end. False. There are singers, there are singers, good singers, there are successful singers, but they are three different things.
Three things are different. يعني, if you are a good singer, you will probably succeed in the end. No, that the good singer is different from the successful singer. Yes. Jamil, number 4.
Many musicians are also full-time teaching. False,
Yes, false. Yes. How do you know? How do you know this is false?
because
ممكن يسأل
last in the text we have
yeah. لما بقول full time teachers
many
يعني they did not work or they did not
usually
have
from
any job except being teachers. اه How do you know this is
I say
false?
musicians need other income usually from teaching,
Need
not
other
being all
income.
time other
Yes,
income.
لما بقول need other income معناته they have another job. The teaching is not their full-time job. The last one, Ibrahim, please.
Some people who work for charities are not paid. True.
That true اللي هم مين؟
True.
Yeah, true.
The slower down are often volunteers.
Yeah, the lower down people who work for charity organizations are often volunteers. This is the answer, يا توجيهي, for the whole question, true or false statements in addition to the sentences that justify the answer. طيب, in this way, we finish the text, but I want to show you an example of توجيهي or a Ministry of Education exam about this text. I will share it now, just a moment. What I want you to do is to try to answer it, and then if you want in the coming days, tell me to send to you the answers in order to make sure about your answers. This is the exam, or the part of the exam. That's it. طبعا we have other samples of the same text in the exam. We have 3 samples of this text in the exam. One of them is that one. Is it clear توجيهي؟ واضحة الصورة؟ واضحة يا توجيهي؟ Anybody there to answer me? Is it clear?
One minute, please. Yes.
I will try to give it to you in a larger size, and you can have more than one screenshot for it. And these are the questions. You can focus on the questions because it's the same text in your book. So no need to have a screenshot for it. You can have a screenshot only for the questions, يا توجيهي. طبعا when you see a question in a form of a table, this is not something different from what we discussed. Only they try to for example, give me the negatives of this job. We answer it separately, and here they put it in one question. Tamam? So you have it in this way. We have match. Pay attention to match the job with the suitable paragraph. What is the job in each paragraph? Answer questions: what, why, where. These are WH questions. Then true or false statements. And the last one is referential pronouns, which we focus on all of them. تمام يا توجيهي. In this way I finish. I need to stop the recording now. Yes. Thank you.